Captain Harv. Why did the FAA immediately issue an emergency AD for the Boeing 777 after United Flight 328 suffered an engine failure shortly after takeoff? The old stop flying your airplane immediately order. While they could never stop me from flying higher than the rest, it's worth a closer look. Not for me, mind you, for you.
Mayday, mayday, aircraft.
Pilots and non-pilots alike saw the footage of this Boeing 777's engine number 2 getting pantsed and set ablaze upon takeoff as the cool as a cucumber pilots smoothly returned their ailing aircraft to Denver International. Losing an engine doesn't necessarily mean the end of the world, but if it involves the containment ring on a jet, which fails to contain a broken fan blade, and much of the exterior of the engine, well, what's even worse is when the intake cowling ends up in someone's front yard, and they're not terribly understanding about the whole ordeal. The azalea bushes never stood a chance. As a seasoned expert in the FAA's thought process, I can tell you those two things alone are enough to get their attention. But what really got their attorneys frothing at the mouth and whipping out an emergency AD is the fact that metal fatigue in the Pratt & Whitney 4077 engine used by the 777 is a possible culprit. Metal fatigue is checked for on a regular basis, yet this incident happened anyway. And if it could happen to one, it could happen to another. Finally, let's look again at the engine. Notice that flames are clearly visible coming from the fan and compressor areas of the wounded power plant. If you're a pilot worth your salt, you'll know that once our brave aviators on the flight deck determined what had happened, they shut off fuel to engine 2 and activated the fire suppression system. And yet, it kept burning. Despite all the safeguards built into the engine, it was still flaming like a greasy chicken thigh on a barbecue grill. In addition to their primary mission of torturing pilots, the FAA is also in the business of keeping aviation as safe as possible. When the world is taken by surprise by an engine that was supposed to be dependable, the FAA is going to step in and mandate a pause on operating suspect equipment until they get everything sorted out. Thus, the Emergency Airworthiness Directive. Does that mean all 777s are grounded? Indeed not. Only the ones powered by Pratt & Whitney engines. Many other 777s are powered by GE or Rolls-Royce engines and continue to fly today as dependable engines. As battered as they have been lately, we probably shouldn't pin this one on Boeing. This is Captain Harv saying, you may think you're a good pilot, but did NASA give you a remote control for the new Ingenuity helicopter on Mars?
This is Houston. Say again, please.
Houston, we've had a